from the Black Swan Media Studios, deep inside a secret underground bunker. We're speaking to freedom-loving patriots from all around the country and the world. Welcome to the Resistance. This is John Crump, live.
Yes, it is, and I am joined by my friend over here. His name is the Flying Rich. Today we're going to have PewTang Clan on, and he is in the back, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. But first, let me say thank you for joining us, and hi, Rich.
Hi, Crumpy.
We did a collaboration today.
Is it pushed out? It's public?
Yeah, and it's the worst video I have ever done in my life.
Oh, no, don't say that, man.
Joking. I haven't even looked. No. How did it get it got demonetized? Whatever.
Did you put it on my channel also?
No, because I downloaded it, edited it, did some stuff.
Oh, okay.
All right, we are joined by PewTang Bob. Bob, what is up, my friend?
Oh, man, I was just going to try to find this demonetized collaboration video, Flying Rich and John Crump. I don't think I got a notification. Did it post today?
No, a lot of people did. I mean, my channel's not pushing out notifications. Seriously, it's not. Very few people did it. I have my other, I subscribed to my channel just to see what would happen because people keep on telling me they're not getting notifications, and my test channels aren't getting notifications either, so I'm not really sure what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't think I got notification of this. How the media agenda pushes.
Nope, no one did. So yeah,
that's so weird.
I feel like maybe I'm probably wrong, but the thought popped into my head last night. I don't post on Instagram a lot, but I posted something. It maybe been a few days, a week since I posted. For the first time, I'm sure my conspiracy theory isn't correct, but I almost feel like there's more shadow banning, if that's the word they use for it, going on some platforms since Elon bought Twitter. I'm probably wrong, but I used to get 30, 40, 50 likes in the first hour after something posted. I don't really pay that much attention to it. Sure. But when suddenly something gets 3 in a day, like a 24-hour period, when it gets 3 or 5, I'm like,
you talking about Twitter or YouTube?
On Instagram, yeah.
On IG.
Like nothing.
I'm down on Instagram everywhere, even Google searches.
Okay, so at Aries Armory this past weekend was NSSF, National Shooting Sports Foundation, where they did it's a suppressor fest. I'm friends with Trey, and I would think I see all of his posts on IG like I would see you guys. CanCon? No, it's not CanCon. It's the NSSF.
Oh, interesting. Because they had CanCon this weekend too.
Yeah, that's something different also. That's
the American Suppressor Association.
Yeah, so basically the National Shooting... Is it NSSF? Anyhow, it's been held at Aries for a number of years. There was one year when it wasn't because Aries was duking it out with the town.
Some people got that.
Somebody came to town hall and said, "I found this in my backyard, and I live a mile from the range." It's funny. The stupid idiots did the same thing at my hometown range in Islip, New York. I found this on my back doorstep. It's like, really? You should be arrested for making a false claim.
That's interesting. Hey, I got a question for you, Bob. So Bailey is going to take part. It looks like some people from JSD is going to take part in the Call of Duty tournament that I'm going to host, that I'm planning.
Oh, yeah.
Are you one of them?
I will. Yeah. I don't play with those guys. I barely play maybe a half an hour a day, and I suck.
Well, I think they're going to join. Yeah, I'm going to host a Call of Duty tournament on my new gaming channel, John Crump Games. I ordered medals.
Let's go. So, I play the Modern Warfare 2. Is that what we're doing? Yeah, pretty bad. I'm gonna get it all set up probably this week. Plan it out. So Monday will probably be like the announcements and stuff like that.
But we have some people reach out to me from other genres, like actual game players. I know GOA's gonna fill the team, but GOA's team's really effing good.
Is it?
I'm talking about really freaking good.
Well, those guys might be good. I don't know.
I play with them. I play with them, and it's like we get like first place like every single time.
Damn. Wait, how many people are on a team, or is it not really teams? Is it more individuals? Because I want
five teams. It's going to be playing headquarters. So the first round is going to be everyone's going to play each other, right? One game each, and then we're going to add up how many points you have. And whoever has the most points, well, like the top 4 teams or top 8 teams, depending on how many people we have play, or maybe just 8 teams if you have 8 teams. They're going to be put in to brackets, and then they're going to play each other. And to win, there's like no prizes. I don't have any sponsors or anything. Like I bought like metal. I might give everyone a Heritage Rough Rider.
Oh, do you want a prize? We got stuff. It says JSC's planning to sponsor a prize. We'll put some up there.
Yeah. So I bought the medals. I bought like 5 gold medals, 5 bronze medals, and 5 silver medals, and it's just something to have fun.
That's amazing. I remember you mentioned it last week or whatever, and I forgot.
I started as a joke, and then people started contacting me like from outside the gun world, saying, "Hey, we're a gamer channel. We want to participate, cool. Like gamers and geeks and stuff." I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I'm interested in getting my butt kicked publicly.
And I'm like, I didn't know these gamers actually followed gun channels, but apparently some do. So I was like, all right.
I'm recovering gamer, so I'll abstain.
Dude, I just read an article, but before that I was playing Warzone that just came out today.
Wait, what do you mean Warzone just came out today? Warzone is a regular online one, right? Oh, they made a new Warzone also. I did not know that. I did notice the icon wasn't on my PlayStation anymore, that I only had Modern Warfare 2.
And they released Shoot House again. From Modern Warfare 1.
Oh, good on them. Yeah, that was I only really play because my son plays, right? He's getting older. He's a teenager now, so that's one of the things that we kind of share besides that and basketball. Shoot House was his favorite. Yeah, he knew I didn't really like it. I remember why. It just goes so fast, right? Am I thinking of the right one? Shoot House is that compact map. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, very compact. Yeah. Ron Bear's talking about all. Okay, so Modern Warfare 2. This is kind of funny. They put in all these gay flags and everything, trans flags, all little icons, gay icons, and everything, and they did it to be inclusive, I guess. But gamers. But gamers. That's all I gotta say.
What would they do? What would they do?
It's a joke now. People are running around with all these gay flags, pretending like they're gay and stuff. They're not. They're trolling.
Oh, I gotta say, Jason King. It was nice to talk to you, man. I got to talk to Jason King. Was that today? Either today or yesterday.
Yeah, Jason lives near me.
He does. I don't know where his address was. Jason, there is. I found all the things. I know you said you didn't really want them, but I sent you that pack of parts anyway. Jace of Death. That is a good name. Got to have a scary name, is what his comment said. But yeah, it was really cool to talk to Jason King. Like when I saw his email came, it was JSD Supply Business. When I saw the name, I told him whenever I talked to him, I was like, Jason or King are like that unique of names, if that makes sense, right? Like there's a lot of Jasons in the world, but it's when I saw Jason King pop up on the screen, I was like, I've seen that guy in the comments on John Crump Live. Yeah, it was wild, man. It was cool. I think I was more excited to talk to him than he was to talk to me. But It's like, holy, you're the Jason King from the comments. I'm John Brown.
From the comments. Yeah, so I think Bailey's putting together the team for the JSD supply team.
I bet those guys are pretty good. They're all mid-20s ish, I want to say.
Yeah, it's really funny. The team I play with is all GOA guys. I don't think I'm gonna play. I think I'm just gonna be like commentary. But all the GOA guys, I'm like 46, and like the oldest below me is like 26. So technically, everyone I play with could be my son.
Yep. Shooting Gallery New England once, then.
Dude, get a team together, Shooting Gallery New England.
What's neat? Did you say 5? Joe, you got to find 4 more.
Oh, and Pincus emailed me today. Or
he wants to play.
He wants to
play.
No.
Wouldn't surprise me.
He's in Prague, right? And he's in a shopping mall. Hold on, let me see if I can get this.
He have missiles laying near him. Black Swan Media.
So he texted me that Black Swan Media. I'm like, God damn.
That's
Bailey
funny.
is pumped for Call of City. Yeah, I should have something worked out. I got the rules worked out now, and it's not gonna be a random goon squad. It's gonna be people make their own teams and join.
Yeah, Goonbeam is gonna be there. Goonbeam,
No
Shooting Gallery New England. You guys need 3
no
more.
Controversial.
When's the registration deadline, John?
I'm
Rich,
setting
you
up,
coordinating this?
No, I'm setting up the website. It's gonna be a website link. It's not gonna be like a whole website. It's gonna be like a link to register the teams.
Oh, I didn't mean actual registration. I just meant when.
No handicap system. It's gonna be headquarters. So first to 5, and then we're gonna rank via points. So let's say you win 1. I might use point differential. I don't know. I think it's going to go points then point differential. So let's say you win all of them 4-5, and another team won all of them 4-3. They're going to be ranked higher. I don't know, man. It's just something funny that I decided to do.
It is. Thanks for doing it, man. It's already a lot of work. And not much work goes into something like that. One Love Design. Hi, One Love Design. I don't pay attention to the comments very good. Night Custom Builds out there. I see Night Custom Builds everywhere.
Yeah, we have John Kimball too out there. Hold on.
We have John Kimball.
John Kimball's the only guy who has his own soundbite.
I'm Detective John Kimball.
Yeah. Contra.
So
awesome.
I'm already getting heat from last year's Thanksgiving failure.
What's that?
I'm already getting heat from last year's Thanksgiving failure. I took Pyrex pans. I had the mashed potatoes and stuffing and stuff in big Pyrex pans. I put them down, one on the granite countertop, and it shattered immediately.
That's not good, dude. I knew you were.
So the second one I put down on the glass cooktop, and it shattered immediately.
I will be giving away a heritage firearm if I get to 40,000 by Thanksgiving.
Ooh, and I might hit 10,000 before I don't know about the end of the month, but in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to be very close to that 40,000. I'm at like 39,615, I believe, right now.
Well, me and Rich are going to make like 400 more accounts. We'll be fine. No, I probably have more I can subscribe to. I was going to try to make my son do a gaming channel for a second because he likes to watch streamers and he never took off with it. But I need to go log into that one and follow. Every little bit helps.
No, not India. The Middle East. Not specifically India.
Warsaw Patriot says, "Hey, I will Warsaw."
Yeah, Bob, I don't know. Do you know I went up to like 20K over the summer? I think might have been early summer.
I do remember you talking about that.
Yeah, I got like 15K in like 72 hours.
I think we have. I think we have 3 more of these left. I believe. I think it's only 3.
That is so cool. I got 2,
and it's for Cub Scouts. $25.
Bob, I actually brought you on because I want to ask about the Scorpion, the Scorpion Evo build.
I mean, the one I printed receivers for before we ever had parts kits like a year and a half ago, and I still didn't build. Go ahead. What's your question?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the easiest one. You just print the side plates and put the guts all back in it. I mean, it's the simplest print build, and I still haven't done one.
So when these things get developed, who's doing the development work? I figure you would have been the guinea pig.
No, I don't remember who did it. It's been out for forever. It was one of the, I don't want to say one of the first. It's one of the first, I'm going to call it one of the first mainstream 3D print builds I saw. Maybe because it was easy. I mean, there were some basic clocks, but the CG Scorpion receivers, there were printable free STLs out there. Back before any of the Glock models had any stippling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before even the rails are kind of standardized. I have a blue and a red receiver. Actually, that was before I even had a printer. I think those came off of Jordan's printer. But in this building somewhere is I might know where they are. I'm not going to go dig them out right now. But thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, there's a red and a blue. We printed 2 different colors, a red and a blue half, and then never made one. DLD's correct. Yeah, that was an Aussie. I think Aussie was like the only quote unquote group out there, the only one that I knew of at the time.
Oh yeah,
things down.
Because I definitely want to get one. That's on my wish list.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up a picture of one just so everyone knows what it looks like. So just bear with me. And if you're listening to audio only, we're showing a 3D printed Scorpion right there.
Ooh.
Wow.
Now, is that 100% printed, or is that the lower receiver, upper, right?
I don't know.
Probably everything but the guts. I know that front end looks like it might be painted, but so does the back half. So that could be.
The back half is definitely painted.
You can print all of this. The kits that are on the website, the parts kits, are the whole gun minus the serialized receiver side. So you actually get the handguard. There's not a brace in there, I believe. Now it has the brace cap on the back. But you can print. Yeah, you can print almost everything. You really just need like the barrel and the guts. If that makes sense. The whole outside, the handguard, everything else can be printed. But the kit we have is a braceless. What is it? 8.75 inches, if I remember correctly. But you do get the handguard. So all you'd actually have to print is just the left and right clamshell receiver halves and screw them together if you wanted to, or you can print everything. Yeah, I think I saw a hot fluorescent yellow one, like a neon greenish print way back when it first came out.
Do I hear a 3D printer running right now?
Yeah, I will not pause that. I will leave this show.
Don't pause it. Don't pause it.
I got a mac and cheese running.
Printing.
Yeah, it's a mac and cheese 1.5 or 1.6, whatever the latest Middleton made mac and cheese is. Because I got a Polymaker Pro, spool of Polymaker Pro military green. I posted a Middleton made handgun, a Glock frame that I printed in it on Instagram. But I really love that color. It's not really an OD green, but it's got a lot of yellow in it. I just think it's gorgeous. So I'm printing that out to put my other Mac. VMAC 9
Hello.
up there. Maybe the Mac 9. Hello.
A little Matthew came down.
Hi, Matthew.
Hello.
They probably can't hear us. We're in the headphones.
That's Bob.
Hello.
Okay. Hey, Matthew, what does this guy do up here?
Black. flies planes.
What else do we do with planes?
Clash planes.
Take your dad for a flight.
Yeah, he's gonna take me for a flight.
Okay. Wait, is he gonna crash it?
Yeah, no, he's gonna fly me in a plane.
Is he gonna crash it?
Probably.
Oh no.
All right, you go play Roblox.
I'm using money on video games. Everybody do gamble.
Yeah.
Gamble.
His computer is insanely powerful for a Roblox. His computer is like my computer.
Gaming computer is the computer I play.
Yep. His computer is like my computer, like a 13900K Intel processor, a 4090 GTX, a GTX 4090 from NVIDIA, 128 gigs of RAM.
Wow. Oh,
It's like
Kurt
most
24.
servers I work on.
Kurt 24 is in the house. Kurt 24. Hi, Kurt 24. I get to say hi to Kurt 24 in the comments all the time, but it might be the first time I verbally got to say, "What's up, Kurt 24?" And blessings be to you, Kurt. So.
And he just plays Roblox.
I don't even know what the specs are on it, but shortly, right after I got laid off from my last job, I needed a computer, right, to apply for jobs and do other things. And I bought, it was probably only $900, but it was expensive, and it had way more than I needed to do what I needed. So when I didn't need it anymore, which is like 6 months later, I gave it to my son. It was like, hey, it's got this and this, because like I said, he's kind of into gaming, and I think he just put Minecraft on it. And Terraria. It just had Minecraft and Terraria, and I was like, that's it. That's all you're okay.
His computer has 3 NVMe like drives, and plus like a couple SATA drives. So it's like 3. So he has 12 terabytes of NVMe, M.2 storage, PCIe 4, and he has 40 terabytes of just regular hard drive space.
Now, are you doing SNMP monitoring to check that it's functioning right all the time?
No. I mean, even if it wasn't functioning, I mean, that computer is so overpowered.
Thanks for making me feel
serious. Most servers I build don't have 128 gigs of RAM.
Well, his does. And you know why it has 128 gigs of RAM?
Because you got it for free?
No, that's the maximum that it can take.
Wow.
I guess a Windows 11 won't recognize anything more than 128 gigs of RAM.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I did not know.
Well, wait, 64-bit, isn't that the 64-bit limit is 128 gigs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not a Windows 11 issue, it's a 64-bit issue.
It's a 64-bit issue, but I'm saying Windows 11, that is 64-bit, so Windows 11 is 128 limited.
Right, but there's no CPUs that I know of that are 128-bit.
Yeah, CG, even the 256, isn't that used on like server software though? For VMs to split it up?
I'm with DLD after dark. He said I don't understand
multiple
what any
processors.
Of that means. So I was like, yeah. When Rich jumped in and said some other words I didn't understand, I was like, well, John, I didn't feel dumb enough. Rich had to come in and pile in. That's good. DLD after dark with me. Thanks, Dark. Appreciate you, man.
Everybody that's a cloud engineer, raise their hand. It's like part of being a geek.
Every time you say Octoprint, I assume, I know you're not, but my brain's like, yeah, you know what? I should print a octopus in another color. That's where mine.
Yeah, I actually just threw another webcam because only 2 of my 3 Octoprint setups on my printers had webcams. So I set up the webcam on the third printer, and I upgraded because I have Spaghetti Detective running locally. So I upgraded that and got it set up. So an AI on-prem actually watches my prints to see if they're printing correctly, and if they're not, it'll notify me or I can have it shut it down.
So you did that. You have an AI watching your stuff, and I built I won't say it's an AI, but it's definitely a scraper, just scrape for ATF stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here to look pretty, in case anyone was wondering. All the brains is in the top half of this screen.
Well, it's funny because, Bob, I'm assuming you put your stuff on like an SD card, your G code, and then plug it into the printer and click print.
Yeah, and it's so far away too. It's right there.
Yeah, well,
the other one's
actually,
in the other room.
Yeah, my printers are across the house. They're because I don't like the noise or the smell, so I don't want them running, in my office. And actually, I'm going to be in trouble because my daughter's coming home and the printers are actually in her room, so I got to put them in the garage.
Hey, CG, his computer is 24 cores. It's the same core count as mine. Yeah.
Oh, dark with the comments.
I catch some of the words. I catch the context clues. You know what I mean? You say RAM and you say cores. I mean, certain words. I can follow the conversation. For
my printers, I actually have smart plugs, smart outlets that are interfaced into the Octoprint UI. So I could actually, from anywhere on the planet with internet, from my phone, VPN into my home network, power on the printer, upload G code to it, and have it start printing.
Dang.
Yeah, I got the same thing where I can do that remotely.
But yeah, it can be frustrating. Updates and stuff like that keep it up. All the parts, the more complex and sophisticated you make it, the more fragile it is when one component needs updating and then it doesn't work with the other components, that kind of stuff. So there is a little bit of simplicity of dropping a thumb drive into something and plugging it in and going. Because that crap just works.
Yeah, it's simple enough for me.
Yeah.
So CNT Designs and Arms is out here. So Flying Rich has outlets smarter than me. Coop, you're a wizard. I've seen your work. Good,
the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Oh, back in like the 2000s? Yeah. Effing brutal, man. There was like no moderation. You would be called the gamer word like 15 times. Rich probably doesn't even know what the gamer word is.
Nope.
It starts with an N. Google gamer word. Just Google it. It'll tell you what it is.
Chris Bullis says Rich can do all that, but can't fly a plane without crashing. Now, from what I understand, most of the time he doesn't crash, but I can't say that I've seen it. I can't
1,000 hours instrument rated, and this is.
Hey, I'm going to go fly with Rich. So I was trying to fly with Rich last week.
Yeah, actually, so I did do my biannual flight review, so I just got to get a medical, and I'm good to go.
Nice. You're going to fly up to Virginia?
Well, I was going to go see Hank and shoot at the Hacienda with him, so I was thinking about just renting a plane and flying there. There's a little airport like 9 miles away from him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Yeah, instead of an 8-hour round trip, which is a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm going to get my pilot's license when I get freaking time. I just don't have any time. And I was like, this is the plane I want to get. And Rich looked at it and he goes, no.
Wait, what plane were you looking at?
I don't know. The one you said was the Doctor Killer.
Doctor Lawyer Killer. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, it goes 200 some miles an hour. You're like, yeah, but no.
Yeah, always. You know what was funny? So in aviation, so a Cessna 152, which is the two-seater, is like 10 knots slower than a Cessna 172. But the Cessna 172 is so much bigger, heavier. It's kind of like the difference between being in an MG and being in a school bus. But it's like 10 knots faster. And I was like all terrified. I was white knuckling my first flights at a 172 because it was 10 knots faster. And then I'm flying something twice as fast as the Cessna 172, and it was no big deal.
Like when I took my first flight lesson, it was on a 172. With the
oh, okay. So you got the G1000 in there. That's the Garmin G1000 class.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. As opposed to all of the old steam gauges.
It's basically it's like a Cessna mated with a Tesla.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that crap's nice. It makes when I started learning how to fly, I don't know if it was like 20 or 30 years ago. There was GPS, but it was kind of like the Nokia brick phone as compared to modern phones. There was a dot on a screen, and that was you. And you could read off like the latitude and longitude. It was so crude. It was crazy. But yeah, the stuff nowadays, especially with ADS-B, which basically gives you three-dimensional radar in the cockpit. So you can see where other aircraft are around you, where they're going, what altitude they're at, what speed they're at. So it really enhances your situational awareness.
No, and I want to make it clear, I'm not buying a plane. I was showing Rich a plane that I would like to get. If I would get a plane, this is the one I would get. Before people start going around, oh, Crump is buying a plane. No, I'm like, hey, this plane is nice.
Oh, it's a good thing.
Yeah, and so
it's about that. Ask you which. Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, sorry. So the thing with aviation is what happens is, you get your license in something like a Cessna 152 or 172, which are designed to be beginner aircraft. The Cessna 172, it's a four-seater. It's highly serviceable, and it's really utilitarian. But in all practical respects, if you want to go somewhere, you really need to fly 200 miles an hour because I can drive 100 miles an hour or near enough. And the reason you want to fly 200 miles an hour is because you got to make up the difference of, hey, I got to drive half an hour to the airport. I got to spend 20 minutes pre-flighting the plane, and then I'm going to be going. So it's actually possible to fly faster than a car, but get there later because of all the other stuff. So if you guys Google, I'll drop it in the chat. You can see pictures of my plane. So.
Eli, who is our plaintiff against the frame and receiver rule out in North Dakota, and that's being appealed to the circuit court. So I think
cool.
Bobby Eli, I think.
What, I know Eli?
No, he's the GOA plaintiff out in North Dakota, challenging the frames and receiver rule.
Oh, and yesterday you're asking people to contact you from North Texas. Did anybody contact you from North Texas?
Yeah, we got the people, I think.
Yeah.
That is, I can't say.
Can't say what it is.
It's a legal thing. I can't say. I mean,
right,
I wish I could. I mean, I think it's going to become obvious in the next week or so.
I actually haven't asked you, but I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
No, you don't. I don't think you do.
Really? Huh.
All right. Okay. What requirement, and I'm allowed to give out the requirement now, does the person have to have?
I thought I had it right here. Well, I guess they'd have to be building polymer 80s.
No.
All right, then I don't know what it is.
I didn't think you did.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with frames.
They have to be under 21.
Bingo.
I like where that stuff's going.
I think Bob knows what it is now.
Yeah.
Rich?
Yep. Oh, I mean, that one's obvious now.
Yeah, how'd you know that, Bob?
I don't know. I don't feel like this is the first one. I swear I've seen this somewhere else. Or maybe I've just seen a lot of what I don't know whether it's GOA or FBC. Probably GOA. I follow both on Instagram, but I know I've seen them talking about wanting to make challenges or having made challenges in other states to prohibitions of people.
What? No, this isn't. Okay.
I don't know.
You're on the right track, but you don't know exactly what it is.
Right track, wrong car. So, John, which of your compounds has the landing strip? None of us.
I don't
have He's going to get a seaplane, so at his beach house he can just pull up
next to the submarine, right, Rich?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Oh, World War III, by the way, has been avoided.
What? Joe Biden avoided World War III?
No, the missile that hit Poland was actually a missile being shot at another missile. So it was Ukrainian.
Damn them anti-missile missiles.
It was Ukrainian. It was part of the Ukrainian missile defense.
I wish I had thought to take screenshots, but that little incident, not little, mate, that incident as a microcosm, I feel like really, at least for me, illustrated the way most of mainstream media, or maybe all media, right, at least on social media, works. Like, I couldn't believe how many tweets I saw that said suspected Russian missiles kill 2 in Poland. Just throw out the headlines, right? Blurring past on Facebook,
right.
Especially on Twitter. And then like a half an hour later, the same places tweeting, "Oh no, it was Ukrainian shooting down a Russian missile that landed in Poland and killed 2 people." I'm like, wow, so you didn't wait at all. That makes sense. Like, waited for none of the facts. Like one place just probably
facts schmacks. It's a 24-hour news cycle. You got to get that information out in front.
Russia fired a missile and killed 2 people in Poland, and the rest of them just picked it up and said the same damn thing, even though a half an hour later we found out that was incorrect. Yeah, that was kind of wild. And
so Len Holt says it was a U.S. dud.
No, it just hit the missile, but it didn't break up the missile, so the missile got out of trajectory.
And
crossed the border. You know what? Someone needs to buy me a
missile.
No, a
anti-missile.
No, I'll show you. And then I'm going to tell everyone why I'm actually showing this. Someone needs to buy me this Turkish shotgun.
Oh, Walter. TriStar's making one of those abominations? Oh. Every Turkish shotgun has a bullpup version. $2.99.
Yeah, but if you look up here, they're prioritizing shipping to Oregon magazines because the unconstitutional magazine ban. But yes, I want that because it looks like something from Starship Troopers.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
It does.
So, oh yeah. So Mr. Guns and Gear, he's posting on IG, and there was like this knockdown brawl, like bare knuckle brawl going on. This guy is just like picking people up, flipping them upside down, and dropping them on their heads. I was like, holy cow! And then some guy comes at him with a baseball bat. The guy takes the baseball bat and chases the guy away. I'm like, I'm not messing with him.
That reminds me, I'm going to put a fake story out there just to prove a point.
Yeah. See how quick it takes MSNBC to pick it up.
No, not MSNBC. Mr. Gunski.
Oh, you mean somebody less reliable than?
They're not giving me credit.
Oh man.
Crop everything around.
Well, all right. So when I saw that B-17 crash, I knew what happened. I didn't want to comment on that. I just feel like I'm sticking the knife in anybody that's a relative of somebody who was lost on that. Like, I didn't want to talk about that. Let other people dish the ish on that. I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say anything either. I didn't want to do anything. There's no good that can come out of it. It's not gonna solve anything. It's just people are agonizing, and you would be surprised, like how far like my channel goes, like beyond the gun world. And his channel is so much bigger than mine. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But there's some stories I just don't want to hit on. I don't want to. I could have talked intelligently about it, but I'm like, it just made my skin crawl.
We did talk about it on Monday.
Yeah, but like after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to be first to the ambulance chasing with a story. I just.
That is an interesting manuscript. The Von Etch manuscript. You know about that, right?
I have no idea what that is.
The priest went crazy and wrote this huge manuscript in some made up language.
Oh.
And no one has been able to decode it. It's like 240 pages, and it's like crazy. It has like all these pictures, and he drew it. It was just some crazy stuff, and it's like it's coded. They ran through some type of system, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it definitely says something. We're just not sure what it says." You gotta look for patterns.
I'm a little surprised with the computing power that we have now that we wouldn't be able to make sense of it.
Nope.
And Walter's asking if I watch. Whoa, when did the SLS or whatever it was, Artemis, go up? Was it 3 a.m. or something like that? It's like, heck no, that was not happening.
On the way to the moon.
Yeah. I don't mean to be like a negative person about this.
I know you don't like that rocket.
I'm just not a fan of how much money they're flushing down the toilet on that system, where somebody like Elon Musk is doing it for 10% and without any problem.
And that's not even a joke. It's literally 10% the cost.
Yeah. And I'm not for people losing their jobs or going out of business or anything like that. That's not my thing. But
it's literally 10% of the cost.
Yeah, it's we could be doing so much more with that money. And look, Elon Musk already put didn't he do tourists around the moon?
What?
Didn't he do a tourist flight around the moon?
Elon Musk? I don't
think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think there's any tourist flight around the moon.
I'm pretty sure he did a tourist flight around the moon. Yeah. Dennis Tito, world's first tourist to set to fly. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Can I? Oh, by the way, Rich, I'm going to show you something. I'm not even sure I'm allowed to show it, but I'm going to show it anyway. Remember the gun I told you about?
Oh, yeah.
Here it is.
Is that the one with the interchangeable barrels?
Yep. It's the Ritter and Stark is coming back. Hold
on. Ooh, looky.
I had one.
Makes me want to hug my 50 cal.
Dude.
Except I just have the ammo here.
That is a that right there is a 370 Lapua. Not a 338 Lapua, 370 Lapua.
So what I want to know is, from Safety Harbor, did Walter hang out in his backyard at 1:45 a.m. and actually see the launch? And I'm not sure if Walter's closer. I'm like 100 miles away. I don't know if Walter's 100 miles away, but I'm south, he's west. But from my front yard, I have seen SpaceX launches.
I've seen launches from my front yard.
Yeah, but when they go north, yeah.
No. They launch them near me.
Oh, yeah, all right. So in Virginia, you talked about.
Yeah. The Wallops Island. They launch them from there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't realize that. Did you know they launched them from Virginia?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't. I assumed they were all at Florida.
Nah, Wallops Island.
Now, do they mainly do polar orbits from there?
Yeah, mainly.
Okay, so it's like spy satellite shit.
Basically, yeah.
And for those of you that know, like, if this is the Earth, you want your spy satellite to go over the pole, because then it sees a slice of the Earth as it rotates underneath it. Typically, you do equatorial launches because you get a little bit of advantage of the spin of the Earth, because the circumference of the Earth is 25,000 miles at the equator, and we're moving just under 1,000 miles an hour that way. So you get a little advantage, and every advantage is important. So that's why they launch from Florida eastbound.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier to get orbit.
Yeah, little kinetic advantage. So you can actually have a higher payload.
According to 182Q, Rocket Lab is about to start launching from Wallops Island.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Look at Walter. Walter is totally in on this.
Yeah. Then you got I do not own a spy satellite.
He just leases time on it, and then we're questioning the satellite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a friend that was a literal rocket scientist. And we were in this bar. This is like years ago, probably about 10, 15 years ago. I don't know whatever happened to him. He worked for Orbital, and some guy was getting smart. He's like, "What? Do you think you're a rocket scientist?" He's like, "Well, matter of fact, yes, I am." That was kind of funny. Never mind. I guess it wasn't funny.
No. I always wanted to be a rocket scientist, just to say that.
No, but it was funny. The guy's like, "What, do you think you're a rocket scientist?" He's like, "Yeah, kind of am."
Well, that's like letters I get from my mortgage company. I'm like, "Look, I'm a cloud engineer. I can land a plane without seeing, but I have no idea what this says."
Yeah. It's just like when my son brought home new math.
New math?
I'm an engineer.
They retired the old math?
Yeah, new math is weird. I'm an engineer by trade, and my wife is a doctor, and we were both sitting there looking at this like, what the hell is this? How do you do this crap?
Well, I don't know, is it Japan where they do multiplication by drawing lines across, and then where they intersect, you count the intersections, and then that's the number?
I have no idea.
The two numbers being multiplied?
I saw some theories that said that Common Core math was supposed to do something to the parents. I don't remember what, but I feel like it did.
Make them sterile?
My first one. Well, I wasn't able to help, if that makes sense, right? If that makes sense. My kids are kindergarten, first grade, and they didn't start that math until third grade, at least in our school district at the time. And I felt absolutely helpless. Like I could look at, I could sit down with my daughter's homework, and I go, well, I can answer all of these, right? But they had to show the work, and then they did the work the way they were told to. I don't know, that was the first time that I want to say couldn't help, right? They got older and I got dumber, so there's all kinds of homework I can't help with now. But at that time, it was the first time that we couldn't do this together, if that makes sense. I don't know. They were probably wrong, but I remember seeing, some memes and maybe conspiracy theorists that said it was supposed to do something to the family or the relationships that parents had with their children, make them more dependent on the state. And it kind of made sense at the time, right? Because here's this task you have to do, and the only one that can teach you how, right? You go home, it's maybe the first time for some of these young kids that your parents have not been able to help you do something, if that makes sense, make them less powerful and make the state more. Because you got to go back to school and get the information from the teacher. The government is the only one that can give you that information the way you're supposed to do it.
I learned
parents can't.
I learned it. Yeah, so your name said, I thought Crump lived in Langley, you just monitored satellites. No, I've never worked for the CIA. My stepdad, who passed away, was a spy.
He would disappear for months at a time.
Yes. I do know that he was a spy. I don't know what he did or anything else, but that's all we know. Whatever he did for the CIA, a lot of times he didn't even work for the CIA when he worked for the CIA. But yeah, he took all that to his grave.
Wow.
Yeah. So, nope, not a spy, but stepdad was. All right, I think we hit the wall. We're slowly dying out. Richard Vint. Yeah, he passed away. He died in 2004.
Yeah, no one works for the company. They're all subcontractors.
No, he wasn't a subcontractor. He worked for the company, but sometimes he didn't work for the company. I don't know. He worked for other places, but it was always
Are you saying he's the one that secured all the titanium to build the SR-71s?
I have no idea. He could have
But
been.
meanwhile, the Russians are getting all of our microprocessors to put in their guidance systems, and pretty much everything they have shares common hardware and guidance.
Their guidance software sucks.
Well, their GLONASS sucks. Their version of the GPS.
No, most
it's
of the
less
guidance
accurate.
systems it uses GLONASS. So their pilots are flying with commercially available GPS systems taped to their legs because GLONASS sucks so much.
For real?
They got Garmin taped to their legs.
So Garmin, the new Garmin portables are like tablets. They're like iPads, and they're super. I'm gonna get one when I start flying again.
Yeah, but they're using Garmin's.
Yep.
Because their GLONASS system just that shitty.
Well, there's what is it? The Brits have what is the British system called?
A Magellan.
Magellan. So there's GLONASS, Magellan, and Baidu, which is the Chinese.
Yeah.
And the U.S. system, we have 24 satellites, and we have a couple spares up there also. And the Precision.
U.S. is the most accurate. They have more coverage, more satellites, more points.
Yep,
but it's a lot older.
Yeah, and typically, if you're flying, you're going to see 12 satellites. If you're not obscured by mountains on the horizon, you're typically going to get 12 satellite reception. you need a minimum of 3 satellites to get 3D navigation.
Oh, Galileo. I said Magellan, but I think it's Galileo.
Galileo? Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? Magellan was the first handheld GPS system.
Yeah.
Civilian. That's right.
I think GLONASS has the same number of satellites. They just suck. Am I wrong? Rich?
What?
I thought GLONASS had the same amount of satellites as GPS.
Oh, I'd have to Wikipedia it. I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
GLONASS is at least 24 and GPS is 31?
Yeah, I think that's right. And I think Baidu is 30.
I thought Baidu...
35.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I thought they were way less than that, but I haven't...
I don't know. I would have... Can you Google that, Bob?
I'm trying to, if I can spell whatever. Did you say Baidu?
I'm just going to say Chinese GPS.
IDU?
Oh, DOU. There we go.
DOU. Okay. I think
DEIDOU. Yeah, it says they got 35 satellites.
Yeah, I think Galileo has like the least amount, and I think it's low 20s. I'm not sure. Might be 22, 23-ish. Maybe less. Bob, hit that up. Galileo satellite count.
So EU history. I don't see a count.
For Galileo?
Yeah.
The Chinese GPS of
Chinese 24.
24.
Galileo's 24? Really?
They're a little bit more than I thought. I thought they were like 21-ish.
24.
Are all of them in service though? I thought it was definitely like 21, between 21 and 23.
How recent is this? Let me get this.
Look at Google Galileo satellites in service. I sure know how to do it.
All these websites. Wait, as of August 2022, 28 Galileo satellites have been launched.
Yeah, but they're 28, but I don't think all of them are in use. They got a lot of spares.
Full Galileo constellation will consist of... Yeah, all these websites suck. They're all like saying what they will have. Plans to have.
I think they got like 22, 21, 22, 23-ish.
Babylon B, it says Hillary Clinton has a big announcement tonight.
I guess 24 operational.
Is it 24 operational? I can't find a website.
I went to a list of Galileo satellites on Wikipedia. 24 operational. 1 not available. 3 are not usable. So I guess because I knew they had 24-ish, 23. I don't know. They had one that broke down a while ago, and like just died, which is a lot.
It's tough getting the warranty guy up there to repair things.
Oh, is this a payload power problem beginning on May 27, 2014 led to permanent loss of E5 and E6 transmissions? Currently no E1. Is that the one you're talking about? Maybe. Oh, what's this? Launched into incorrect orbit.
Yeah.
What? This is, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole. I gotta get out of there. I'll just keep reading.
Who's their rocket scientist?
That's funny to me when I think back to the.
They actually had one that failed, and then they had 3 that they launched. One that, and like 3 that had other issues. Like one was like launched into in the correct orbit, and I don't remember what the other ones were, but they've had a lot of failures.
Now, is that their Ariane system? I don't want to say Aryan because that just sounds bad.
I have no idea.
Where's Walter? Doesn't he know? Walter says, "Does the Chinese GPS have the Chinese restaurants preloaded?"
We already said that, Rich. We actually commented on that, Rich.
All right, I just read it now. I was lost.
We actually commented on it.
All right. Sometimes I have a lapse of attention.
Freaking ADHD.
I was looking at Babylon Bee stuff.
We can't, Bob. You muted. There
Mike
you go.
Mike McClune says he stopped in to say hi and smash it like. Hi, Mike McClune. Mike McClune's my hero. Are we getting out of here? I got an hour drive to dinner.
Out of here.
Oh,
I gotta go.
Where you got dinner?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make some Mexican food. It's Taco Wednesday.
I'm going for
Taco
Mexican food too, man. Yeah, I skipped tacos last night and going all out tonight.
My wife's not around. I might just go to Taco Bell.
I'm gonna use some Chipotle seasoning from Smoke Bros. You gotta get the Smoke Bros back on the show, dude.
Yeah.
We gotta get
I say we get Smoke Bros and Tier 1 Kinetics on the same show.
All right, one can fly the other one in a helicopter to take out high value targets. We'll get Don Man on too.
All right, so 80XR920 asks anything coming from JSD we should know about.
So much. I'm still on a June 2023 time frame for PR triggers, but there actually are other new things that should be before the end of this year. And should I tell you? They won't be on the website till next week. I found some blem slides that are going to be cheap AF next week or for Black Friday. There's about 100 of them. I had somebody go.
Any of them sick?
No, all Glock stuff, all the Judah. I think it's all Judahs, and we have some. We used to make a Judah with no front serration, so it's like a rear serration Judah slide. But they're going to be pretty cheap. We're going to drop them for Black Friday. But there's some really weird stuff coming. John probably knows. Don't tell him, John.
No. Now, one question before we get out of here. You guys sell the Ghost Gunner.
Yep.
Are they the Ghost Gunner, the GG3S? Or
They
just
are
the GG?
not. Yeah, we got those maybe a month before they launched the S.
Is there an S upgrade? Can you take your GG3 and upgrade it to an S?
I actually saw Garrett on another show the other day. Go ahead. What are you gonna say, John?
You can. $250.
Yeah,
Did you say 250 or 350?
250, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
250.
I don't know. I haven't gotten details, and I probably won't, or I will once somebody else does a comparison. So there's some hardware. Allegedly, the new one is more rigid. The S. The
S they replaced. They replaced the part that goes up and down.
The Z-axis.
The thing that goes up and down. The shoulder stock thingy that goes up and down. The Z.
I know it's on the Z-axis, but the shelf. That is replaced.
Good.
And the spindles, it spins a lot faster.
Yeah. If anyone's curious, you can allegedly. You can already download. You can download the cut codes. So what the S, besides those, I guess they did all of that to make it cut RMR cuts in slides better. You can download the codes for your existing one though, but you've also got to buy their holder setup until someone probably makes a 3D print model. But the jig you have to have for an AR, right? The jig you have to have for a 1911, you have to have a similar.
So the tooling
to hold a slide. I think it comes with the tooling, but I think they said that's $300 too.
I'm getting
the end mill.
Brandon is asking Bob if there are any 45 ACP slides, Glock slides.
Do we not have any of those on? What is that? G21. We had some on there. Brandon, never mind. I'm not going to ask you. We might start cutting some RMR cuts into either those Judahs or something else basic, right? Not a Revelation, but we've been talking about maybe just for Brandon, putting RMR cuts in some 45 slots. Because every now and then somebody asks. And we got the time now.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. I got a 10 mil from you guys. I don't have a 45.
Bob's trying to get out of here, and Rich keeps on asking
What?
questions.
Okay, bye. Love you guys.
All right, Bob, tell everyone where they can find you.
You can go to PewTang.com if you need to find some videos or some crap like that, or you can go to JSD Supply. And hi, Tech Money. Tech Money. I see Tech Money everywhere too. Him and Kurt 24th.
But what's up, Tech Money? All right, you can follow Rich at Flying Rich everywhere besides Instagram with Flying Rich _official. The Wolverines Modern MW2 challenge information will be coming out next week. And if you play MW2, if you play COD MW2, get your team together, compete, try to beat the JSD guys, try to beat the GOA guys, and some other people, and win a medal. And I don't know what else, but you win a medal. All right.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys later. Bye.